8:21 p.m. Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. Episode number 780 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan. This is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. This is Seth. UhhYeahDude. America through the eyes of two Americans. This is episode 780 of our comedy podcast, UhhYeahDude. We started in February of 2006. It's now March of 2020. Think about it right now. Where was I in February of 2006?
They didn't have that Popeye song when we started, did they?
I think actually they did.
It's the same one?
I think so.
I saw a Pioneer chicken
Hate that chicken from Pioneer.
the other day, and I don't remember the last time I laid eyes on a functioning Pioneer.
Pioneer chicken.
But I remember my dad used to take me there when I was a kid and he would get chitlins.
That was legally served at a Pioneer?
Still legally
The 80s.
Still legally served
The
at Pioneer. You can
Okay.
still get chitlins at Pioneer.
You're talking about the 80s.
Vittles.
You're talking about the 80s like a time when maybe Corey Haim and Corey Feldman were at the top of their game, the 80s. Very briefly, we mentioned...
Pre-Wolfpack.
Pre-Wolfpack, we mentioned the film.
I tried to get here earlier, but Wolfpack tried to prevent me
They ran him off the road.
They stabbed me in the kidney. And
They were like, we know you're on your way to Seth's to not watch this screening. I'm sure you've heard by now that...
I don't know if anyone I've brought it up to had no idea what I was talking about because they're not crazy. And then I realized like, oh, right, I do a show with like a Hollywood-obsessed lunatic.
Who not only talked about it, but like paid $20 and then was looking at his Bank of America. It said processing. Let me just make sure I got it right.
Corey Feldman, Woodland
Check
Hills,
card.
Charlie.
0309, Corey Feldman, Woodland Hills, California. What?
Straight into his...
so I just got right into
not
his...
Not an LLC or a
anything.
Productions or
No,
anything?
Not docproductions.llc.doc. No, it says the person and then it says where he lives.
Corey's Angels.
Corey's Angels.
Woodland Hills, California.
Woodland Hills, California.
So what happened?
So I mean,
besides a digital fucking
Espionage.
invasion, a digital terrorist invasion,
pro-pedophile invasion,
pro-pedo
espionage. Tried to shut it down. I was getting live reports from both Dave Navarro and Rosanna Arquette. Of course, we're calling in to let me know.
to the show. So
No true revelations.
not only...
I'm more concerned about the original songs he placed in the documentary.
Can you give me any?
They're sung with
Do you get
conviction. Let's just say
download
that.
of the score in part of your
You
purchase?
you get a free,
You flash drive.
Yeah, you get a flash drive of all original songs.
No new...
No new revelations, if you will.
All accusations she's made before.
Accusations, revelations, tribulations. Jonathan, in this world, were the hackers, he called them.
The Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack. The hackers.
It's a pro-pedo Hollywood cabal.
It's a
if you will.
pro-pedo Hollywood cabal. The Wolfpack. What are you going to do?
I mean,
so you're mentioning
probably
the people
exists.
like,
I just think that are not interested in him.
You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're like, well, Seth's calling me. He's sitting at his computer and he's getting
screaming
access
at
denied.
me.
He's screaming.
Yeah.
Could I interest you
And
in
some
this?
chicken from Popeyes?
Is this, you know what? What do I have behind door number 3?
I've got some chicken from
If
Popeyes.
you're into that, I wanted to...
I am.
Okay.
Very much.
I kind of thought...
Available now, unveiled at the National Association of Convenience Stores annual convention. Sort of a...
The NACS?
The National Association of Convenience Stores annual convention in Las Vegas this past October. That's Dr. Pepper with cream soda.
What do you think about that?
I'm not afraid. I just hope it's a
great reviews.
traditional tasting cream soda, not some of that newfangled kind of future cream soda that gets a little, what would it be? A little artificial tasting.
You don't want that.
Little
You want a more
synthetic.
natural.
I
You
like
don't want that.
want a little bit of a grit to it.
Mouthfeel.
I want some sediment in my cream soda.
So yeah, this is from what I'm reading on my blogs. This has incredible notes, just light notes. The doctor's still there. The doctor is in.
However,
However,
his notes are light.
there's 23 notes that you always get from the doctor. I mean, the people that were reviewing this were really, really talking about, and I appreciate that.
Well, people
On
that
my
like
beverage
Dr.
blogs,
Pepper
people that
are crazy about Dr. Pepper.
And-
They're very, like, they really feel like it needs
kinship
yes,
with
that
this
that there's that this is a lane of its own. That it's not something,
like
it's
water,
not an afterthought.
Water, milk, Dr. Pepper.
That it's not something that
No.
should be dismissed
Scoffed.
as like, no, but we have root beer. It's like, how dare you?
Do you have
like,
sarsaparilla? I'm going to slap your face. The doctor is in.
the doctor's in, but with a hint of
Dr. Phil?
Dr. Pepperman.
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Pepperman.
Dr. Pepperman. Dr. Dre? Doc Hollywood. Which doc is in?
I hear it goes great with dinner from Popeyes.
Love that chicken. Walking the French Quarter in the middle of the night, 3 a.m.
Screaming.
Love that. Is that motherfucker back again? That's the third night in a row he's done this. He just walks the French Quarter after the sun goes down, singing his little jingle.
Crawling.
Screaming.
Strolling the streets.
Comes
just
out of the swamp like the Rougarou.
stalking.
Singing his little song.
Stalking the streets of the quarter.
What is that? What is that? That's what the Rougarou sings to you right before he fucking murders you.
Sober as a gopher. Singing the Popeyes song.
Wow, that's what happens. So that's what happens when you get sober. Let me rethink this. I should go to an AA meeting and get up and speak. Everybody, I'd like to speak about your sobriety. A bit of an old timer over here coming up on 18 years next month. Let me tell you what ends up happening. You dress up like the Rougarou. You walk the French Quarter at 3 a.m. and you sing the jingles from Popeyes. Anybody else? Anyone?
It's growth, you know?
It's growth.
In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, state troopers will now be allowed to have tattoos on their arms. However, those who do will have to wear long-sleeved uniform shirts that conceal them when they are on duty.
What? So they're making it a big deal that they'll let them have tattoos?
Yeah, I guess.
Now you can, but
You got to cover them.
I won't get them if I can't fucking,
But also,
Flex
you're
on
telling me
these
that
motherfuckers.
they don't already have...
like, they're not fully.
Telling me that Harrisburg has no police right now with, like, tattoos on their arms?
Came
That they
back
just...
from, like, Desert Storm with full fucking. We're good.
Yeah.
What is that? Those are oil barrels.
It's death from above.
Yeah, DTA oil barrel. Yeah, I mean, that's, first of all, you can't, I guess you can do that. You can't tell people to
I guess
cover up their fucking
police can
their
tell
work.
them.
Police can say whatever the fuck they want. So let me get this straight. The number one law enforcement in the country, Sean Sticks Larkin, do you think he covers up his shit?
When he's taking
Fucking
them down?
Tulsa police, when he's taking them down? When his gang unit's taking down perps? Do you think he stops?
Hold on.
Hold on now.
Let me roll my sleeves down.
Oh, let him get away. It's against policy to have
To
this
show
body.
these-
I guess
show
this
these-
body.
show these
You want to hide
guns.
my body that I work on.
Sick ink and
Okay, so I
guns.
work on my body, and I have this, but you want me to cover it up. Okay. I'm the number one law enforcement in the country. So stupid.
I know that Starbucks has gotten very lenient about all of their stuff, but I think they still...
You can't get hired now without a sleeve. That's the new...
But hand and finger tattoos are still an issue.
Is that true?
I mean, they call them... Traditionally, they're called job stoppers. But nowadays, I think neck is an issue. I don't
It's
know.
fine.
I don't know what the policy is. I don't know if there's... Because I don't know if they can write hard rules about it, because then they can get sued for discrimination.
Yeah. What is it written on there? You know?
Yeah.
Fuck Howard Schultz. Does he still run that? You can have that. Just depends on who's the boss.
Pop eyes with a
Yeah.
heart.
Pike Place, where it started. Calm down. You got to take your shit seriously. If you're not going to take what you do and what you're about and what you love seriously, then why do it? Get to know coffee. Tell me how it's brewed. What has more caffeine? Dark roast or light roast?
Light roast.
Okay. See? See?
Blonde.
Blonde.
Is that true?
I don't know. I'm going to say that. Do you want dark roast or a light roast? I'll have a blonde. That's not a thing. Oh, my guy said it is. My guy Jonathan said it is.
I'll have a gingy minge.
Ooh. My guy said it is.
Tall, gingy man. Americano.
I watched a film on Netflix.
A whole film, a feature film?
Entire feature film that was released this past Friday.
It was released on Netflix this past Friday.
It was released on Netflix. I watched
Was it released theatrically prior to this?
I watched it with a cup of coffee.
Right. You watch it in the evening or the day?
I watched it right in the morning, right when it was just available to me.
And?
Spencer Confidential, starring Mark Wahlberg.
Marcus Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Marquis Wahlberg.
Markevius Wahlberg.
Who's his
sidekick
cohort?
is Winston Duke, his cohort. Now,
it takes place in
Boston.
In what year?
Current day, tomorrow.
Because I saw the poster. They're looking pretty like pleathered with like an 80s Monte Carlo and shit.
No.
Current day. Cool.
Today, yeah. Problem is, Mark Wahlberg, we've discussed maybe his acting technique, which is a sort of, I will adopt the softest voice possible.
He's a soft talker.
I'm a soft talker.
That's how you know I'm real.
That's why I have this Academy Award.
Yeah.
Probably getting one soon.
He's a soft talker.
You talk soft.
But he acts hard.
But you act hard. That's how you win an award. Now what you do is, to get rid of that accent can get thick. You saw that
Boston accent?
The fucking Pine and Krasinski and Dratch and Ortiz. It can get thick.
I didn't see that. No. Was that Super Bowl shit? Yeah. I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Damn it.
I don't watch fucking rigged sports events.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shit. But he, in his acting voice, has sort of gotten rid of that hard Boston accent that allows him to play the multitude of award-winning characters that he plays. Except in this film, it takes place in Boston. He plays a Boston cop who beats the shit out of the corrupt Boston chief, sergeant, goes to a Boston prison for 5 years, and is now re-released into the streets of Boston that he grew up on. Zero accent.
Interesting.
Now, Eliza Schlesinger, who's playing his girlfriend, is like, Marky Mark! The second he walks out, they had a cut. That's not his name. Marky Mark! But you guys are dating. You're presumably both from Boston. She's doing it. Rap quotations around doing it, but at least doing it. How are you a guy raised in Boston who's a Boston cop who spent 5 years in a Boston prison and you have no Boston accent? Would you think you could turn it up?
But but technically probably has it more in his waking civilian life.
Oh, Jonathan.
100%, right?
Oh, God, he is.
You can't get rid of that.
You can never get rid of that.
Right.
Jonathan, I went to a professional...
Communications.
Ever since college, I took classes to get rid of it.
PhD in communication.
You drink 2 fucking Budweisers, it's over. Yes, it is Mr. Me, Marky Mark. Why are you saying your name is Marky Mark?
Marquise Marcus.
Marquise Marcus. I don't get it. So I know you have your acting voice, but you don't use it for this one. Use your real life voice.
Yeah, use your brother's voice.
Use your brother's voice. Daniel, David, Derek, Dustin,
Donnie, Donald.
Unbelievable. Marky Mark, you're out of prison. Yes, it is me, Marky Mark.
Spencer.
And I'm parking
Spencer, I'm for hire.
Spencer, I'm for hire.
What does that mean? Is he a private dick when he gets out of prison?
Well, conceptually, he's a private investigator because he can no longer be a cop.
Because he killed a cop?
He punched him.
But he was a crooked, he was a bad cop.
But in the movie, which follows no logic, he still wants to take this guy down.
He was a cop when he punched the cop, and they still went to jail for 5 years?
Yes, for assault, because he punches so hard. He talks so soft, but punches so gosh darn hard. The judge was like, you punch hard. You're going to Walpole for 5. It's
when you come out, you better have lost that accent.
Come out, lose the accent fully, because that's really you lose a Boston accent. At MCI Cedar Junction in Walpole. Oh, look at me, now I lost it. Is that Post Malone? He's got one.
Posty's in it, huh?
Posty's in it.
He's a convict?
Fantastic actor. Didn't know.
What
You didn't know.
It doesn't surprise me though.
Doesn't surprise you one bit. Did Mr. Austin Post won an Academy Award?
He plays a gentleman in jail.
He's in prison. He's incarcerated because he's a badass. Kidding me? What's up?
He's talking in a Boston
What's
accent.
up, Mocky Mock? Everybody, cut again. That is not his name in this film. Everybody, I'm going to make an announcement. No one else say this. We've ruined so many fucking takes. How long did it take to shoot Spencer Fahaya? It took 8 months because every actor, the first time they saw him, they called him Mocky Mock. And so they had to do so many takes. You guys are private investigators. Who's paying you? I think private investigators, they get paid by somebody. But no, they just out of their own, because, Jonathan, they have to stop this corruption.
Right. So they're just
doing it.
So like vigilante
So how do you
investigators.
eat? Don't worry about that, Seth. You're on your couch. If you were in the movie theater, maybe you could say like,
So this is a feature film.
yeah, maybe. And they left it open so I can get another one fucking next March 2021. Spencer Fahaya 2. Marcus's Revenge.
Fuck it. USA.
Fuck it. Okay.
USA Today
I finished the
snapshots.
movie. What was your review? Fuck it.
Well, I mean, everything feels so stupid. Right before the show started, of course, everyone this will be old news by the time you hear this, but we just saw the NBA. I mean, within a 12-minute span of time, we had a president go on, make an announcement, ban travel in the country. NBA season got canceled, and the most famous actor in the world just became the most famous person on the planet because he came down with coronavirus. And my dad's hitting me up saying like, you got beans and everything in the van? Like, are you guys good to go? Like, it's going to be a run on fucking canned goods in LA. Are you guys straight? And I was like, well, I'm not so worried. I'm not so worried about, I'm almost worried about people more than the thing.
That's why I keep my Spyderco on me at all times.
Put it up. Keep that thing on me.
Put that thing up.
Let's keep that thing on me.
You know, what you looking at? You know my name? It's arachnophobia. Bam. Put the Spyderco right in your face.
You are like the first to go in a wild fucking civil war.
Like fighting over fucking toilet paper. Some has a tiny knife and he's yelling. They call him arachnophobia.
He's already taken on a name.
He's crying by
he's
the
wearing
flowers.
like sleeveless, fingerless gloves, and he's screaming his own nickname.
It's the Warriors come out to play. They call me arachnophobia. Like, oh!
We'll see. USA Today snapshots. Hope for the future. Americans are pessimistic, no shit, about important aspects of life in the future. However, there are some rosy spots as well. Not really. Adults believe better things lie ahead for the kids of today in these areas. Should I go from
what's the
lowest?
No, what are we most? I don't need to know what.
They're the most. They're saying 81% of adults believe that kids will have more access to information in the future. Doesn't do you any good when it's all not. It's,
what?
Yeah, it doesn't help you.
It's so bad.
79% also.
I need to know, like, you'll have more access to more TikTok dances with technology.
Along with
technology, you can increase your knowledge of choreographed TikTok dances. Okay, so next.
79% believe access to film, music, and books will increase.
Ugh. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, of course.
55% believe they will have access to a better education.
How? Self-taught.
Because of all the information, I guess.
Of all the information.
31%. Only 31% believe that there will be secure jobs for them.
Oh, I mean, there's no way.
28% believe that their ability to own a home will be better in the future. 28% believe
we just got
enough money. They will have enough money to live well.
No,
and only 19% believe that they will be safe from crime or harm.
Okay, so you have no place to live. You're not safe. No money to eat.
No job, but you're wicked smart. seen and heard every band and movie ever made.
You know every dance.
And all the
Where do you
TikToks.
live? I'm right now. I'm working on that. I stay. Where do you stay? Where do you stay at? Where do I live? Do you mean?
Keep it moving.
I keep it moving with dance. I choreograph dances. How does it pay? No. And where do you live? Basements. And are you safe? Absolutely not. But look, I'm looking something up.
I'm watching something.
I'm watching something. I'm learning. Is that helping?
No.
Yeah, I would say the access to the books and films and such and music, obviously, like we have access to all of it. I guess can you really focus on the basics, really, I think.
The essentials.
The essentials. I mean, they're talking, you got to think about the essentials, like your drip.
What's your drip like?
What's your drip game?
What's my access to drip gonna
Access
be
to
like?
drip is at 91% or 19%. I'm having trouble. These are the two. At one time when we were reading those quotes that I was finding on Instagram, like women, we couldn't tell if they were Panic at the Disco lyrics or if they were just this. I have two that I've seen more than once. So unless.
Well, we know that there are websites.
Potent quotables. I'm going to give you two potent quotables.
Okay. Edible arrangements.
I'm going to give you...
Edible word arrangements.
Yeah.
You've seen these more than once.
More than once. So we know that...
And have you Googled them to make sure that they're not like My Chemical Romance lyrics or something?
Didn't even.
Okay.
It's just like, okay, that's can't be yours unless this one person... No.
Connor Oberst choruses or something.
Like forgotten lyrics, like a notebook he left in like Dayton, Ohio in a coffee shop. Oh, wow. She is everything real in a world of make-believe. With like a butt, like hoisted butt. Is that a hoisted butt?
It sounds like a John Mayer lyric or something.
Okay. She's everything real in a world of make-believe.
Jeff, can you... Thank you.
Yes. But will her eyes dare to deceive? Let's just write it now. Let's finish. It's just rhyming. It's very easy to do. Let's write John Mayer's next hit. I believe it started, she is everything real in a world of make-believe, but will her eyes dare to deceive? A Grammy, please. How about this, Jeffrey? He placed his hands on my mind before reaching for my waist, my hips, or my lips. What, brain surgery?
Brainwashed you?
Brainwashed you. Okay, so what he
stuck his hands inside of your mind.
In your brain?
Into your brain hole.
So he gaslighted you?
He lobotomized you before he touched your butt.
Manipulated you. And now you love him, but he treats you like shit. But wait.
But first.
He placed his hands on my mind before reaching for my waist, my hips, or
that
my
is
lips.
very bad.
Psychotic. With a hoisted butt in the other direction. One, the butt was hoisted left, and one, the butt was hoisted right. And that's really telling.
Yeah, it says a lot.
It says a lot about who you are as a person. When you're hoisting butts on IG, are you go left or right?
Are you a left hoister?
Tell me about your hoisting, and I'll tell you a lot about you and your family.
I'm a hoist reader.
I'm a licensed...
I'm a hoisty empath.
Hoist empath. And a lot of people read palms. I read hoisted butts. Sit down, please. I'd like to tell you your future. But that's really what it's about. Hey, don't reach for this.
Yeah, they were
My
saying
waist,
with stats and retention and all that stuff with those types of accounts that the difference between it's a huge... Jeff, were we talking about it after that show that we were talking about it? They were saying that just the statistics in which, especially like those types, like a girl posting like a butt pic kind of a thing, but not posting anything in their comment versus posting that
yeah,
with, so that
yeah.
it's like anybody that reads those, like,
Yeah.
how to social network 101, like
reading.
you have to put
by
some
reading,
type
yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
engaging,
Yeah.
like pulling them in with words kind of a thing, which
these
is why
weird-
they're all also vague and ambiguous, as opposed to like whatever, like a statement about your actual
Yeah, like,
self
I
in
hoist
life.
right.
I hoisted right today because,
Because all the numbers.
because I have a pimple on my left butt
all the
cheek.
numbers say that's best.
But just these kind of vague, like, I know what you mean. Like, I think,
Oh yes, because he reached for my brain
he
too.
touched my brain too. That guy
Yeah,
that
he
you're talking
touched
about.
My brain.
First.
First.
Put hands on my brain.
Before my brain, my hips or lips or,
She gave me brain first before I touched her
before
face or lips.
Before a ride to work.
First she gives me brain.
Brain.
Then I can't. Sorry.
Then she drops me off. I shoot hoops
sorry.
with my boys.
I'm sorry.
See
Alabama.
a lot of guys shooting hoops.
You see a
I
lot
drive by a lot of guys shooting hoops that don't look like they should be shooting hoops.
professionally,
No.
amateurly.
Dudes like, hey, you want to shoot hoops? Do I want to tear an ACL? No,
Oh, let's get on this asphalt fucking.
hey, let's get over 30 and shoot hoops. Are you fucking crazy? Oh, so you're married to a doctor. You're married to an orthopedic surgeon. Then yes, go for it.
By all means.
Hey, my wife's an orthopedic surgeon. I shoot hoops.
And I'm a millionaire.
More than 30. Yeah.
And I played some high-end college ball.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't. You always played pretty much kind of recreationally. Hey, guys, want to get together and shoot hoops? Or over 30? So your wife is an orthopedic surgeon. And so you can just get that, like, you can make the appointment.
Do it at home.
We'll do it tonight. We'll do it at home.
Do it in the garage.
The whole thing in the garage. Come on, shoot some hoops. Really?
In Montgomery, Alabama, lawmakers may lift a decades-old ban on yoga in the state's public schools, but the bill would keep any non-English terms still on the forbidden list. Now, this law is, you might think, very, very old. However, it's actually from 1993 only.
Okay.
So you won't be able to say anything. Chaturanga.
Judd! Come with that.
You're
Lock
out.
him up. You say you better say yerba mate. I didn't. I think I said shavasana. You're gone. You're fucking gone. Then you got to call your wife and be like, I'm going to jail right now.
You have to post my bail. I said chaturanga. I accidentally said chaturanga.
I accidentally said asana. I meant to say asshole. I was literally calling this dude an asshole. I said asana. I'm in prison for life. How's your state? You guys are right over there, 888-842-2357. You could definitely call from there and be like, we are not all right. Or maybe you think you're all right.
Maybe you think you're totally fine.
Maybe you think you are just fine.
Yeah.
But like, guys, all right, we're going to allow it. At least that's a bold step.
I wonder what Montgomery's names for those things will become, though, because those will be cool.
They'll be awesome.
Whatever the those American names.
Oh, how they
those
twist
yogic
it.
American terms.
How they twist
What do they say at the end of the class? Like,
hillbilly stay, but actually hillbilly go because class is over. What? I think he means namaste. I'm pretty sure he means namaste. I said hillbilly stay.
what did you say?
No. Police waiting with their ears. I'm gonna lock one of these yogis up.
So down dog's okay.
Guess because that's an American.
That ain't foreign.
Yeah, it must have
But yeah,
some Sanskrit origin name that's not down dog. I don't know though.
sun salutation.
Oh, Jonathan!
It's
You're
okay.
playing with fire right now.
I'm just thinking.
Holy shit!
Warrior pose is okay.
Wait a minute,
Chaturanga, no.
dog. You would be so fucked. Tased.
Shashasana.
What if, like during
Jonas Shashasana or
like,
whatever.
a cop walks through the class with a stun gun or taser just in case if he has
That's
to.
like a warning.
Just if
If
anybody,
anything comes out, like
anything comes out that ain't English terms,
I'm gonna zap you.
I'll zap you, kid. This is a third grade class. I said. So they're going to allow yoga. They're just going to really monitor
The verbiage.
the verbiage.
The terminology.
So that's a bold. That's a forward step.
Progressive step.
Because 93. That was a long time ago that they shut it down.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe by 2040 you can say namaste and not get arrested in Alabama. No, we're fine over here. The way we do it is the way we do it, and it's fine over here.
It's totally fine.
You do it the way you want to do it. You mean say words and not get arrested? Yeah. We're going to debate this Confederate soldier and if we're going to take him down. That's what we're worried about here. I got a KKK bust, and we're going to vote on whether we should take it down. That's what we need to do.
They're just
We get a rogue group.
sorting through their stuff.
Take dynamite. They go out in the middle of the night, and we just dynamite all that shit. Anything that's up for like proposal, like we got to vote on it. We can't just. It just got dynamited last night at 3 a.m.
I can't believe that there's not those types that are
Dynamiting.
dynamiting.
Crew.
Uh,
Oh shit. I mean, the Wolfpack is fucking alive and well. Where's the dynamite crew?
I think maybe.
Oh shit. I guess we can't take the vote on that. The dynamite crew hit at 3 a.m. last night.
I wonder if once they become under that kind of scrutiny, there's like volunteer groups that keep an eye on it to make sure.
The dynamite crew shows up. I see some dynamite crew coming. Did my granddaddy
Over my dead
over
body.
my dead. That's me. That's me doing tobacco. I don't know how to
I'm
sound.
spitting tobacco.
I'm spitting tobacco because my great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy did shit, and I still love it and believe it. You're gonna have a vote on that? Like, what are we gonna do here? The dynamite crew took care of it one night. There's got to be a list, a sort of Excel sheet that exists somewhere. It lists every fucking questionable bust. The dynamite crew, they did it all. It was May 11th. At 2:33 a.m., the dynamite crew went ham.
Yeah.
That's it.
I guess it's. I mean, listen.
What?
Everyone's got their
Hey, what do they got?
stuff.
They got shit?
Their shit to work out.
They
you
all
know?
got their shit.
Their
don't
legacies to work out.
they? It's history. There's so much shit that's history.
So much. History.
I mean, most of it is.
Almost all
Including
of it.
everything we just said right now.
Yeah. I know.
Let's rise it up to a new consciousness, shall we? When you and I attend Lucidity, a transformational arts and music festival in the hills above Santa Barbara, California, April 10th, 11th, and 12th. Unfortunately, when All Gas No Brakes is at Lucidity, making the greatest videos, and we're just like,
Why didn't we?
well, why didn't we go? We always say we're going to go to Lucidity.
just talked about it.
No gas, no car.
Yeah.
That's my Instagram. Let's get there. Speaking of, briefly, the words, the kind words that were left, 888-842-2357, people sharing intimate feelings and thoughts and recollections and stories.
You have no idea how many pictures of that thing got sent to me.
Let's
of
collect that, 'cause I
other
need that for
people.
the archives.
Yeah.
All we're going to say right now, the Sundance is in a undisclosed yet safe
Hollywood location.
Thank you. Near the Sunset Strip, she is in a Hollywood
Safe, secure.
undisclosed, safe location.
Yeah.
So for that, let's all take a breath. We know that she is with us.
Yeah.
She is safe. And in
Yeah.
a moment's notice, Jonathan and I drove by her just the other day in my 2011 Toyota Corolla. Thank you, Samantha's mom. Thank you for pulling out a car you didn't drive for 2 years and being like, see what you can do with this.
And then in
the meantime, giving me the car that you're driving now, that your daughter gave you.
It's great stuff.
It's good stuff. To be loved.
So
So right now I got a 2011 Toyota Corolla. Now, that's a good car.
yeah.
Now that'll get you around. So we're still, let's just say, when you're dealing with German engineering, automotive engineering, the diagnostics, they can't just be computer-based. They still because it's a 99. We've dipped just far enough back into the vault that some of the diagnostics,
Oh, I know.
they got to be
By eyes. By trained eyes.
Trained
Specialist eyes.
specialist Vaco eyes. Need to
Yeah.
go on. I used to have Chilo, and now I got Vaco. And so you tell me.
Yeah.
So what we thought we would have a quicker assessment. We are, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want a quick once over.
No.
I wanted several team members to go in and really.
A Bavarian team.
Bavarian team has been flown in. So, as soon as we know, we'll let you know. All I know
Everything's fine.
is that I took a 2011 Toyota Corolla, and I drove by a 1993 Plymouth Sundance and sat on the side of the road for about 35 minutes and just stared at her.
Yeah.
And she stared right back at me.
Saying, don't leave me here.
Don't leave me. I mean, I see you.
There's junkies on this street. They're going to break in and do drugs in me.
Do me.
They're going to do drugs in me if you leave me on this street.
Oh my God, they pissed in me. Get them away. Get them out of me. Lucidity. In 2012, Lucidity's motto, awake in your dreams.
Yes.
In 2013, the theme was the totems return.
Yeah.
You remember that. In 2014, it was Lucidity Universe. 2015, Lucidity Kindred Quest. 2016, Crossroads. 2017, Eudaimonia. 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 You know the planet Eudaimonia.
No, eudaimonia.
You know Eudaimonia. You picture Pandora.
The Avatar planet?
Yes, Pandora.
Okay. Not the streaming radio service.
Hell no. I want you to conjure up the beautiful land of Pandora. Eudaimonia makes Pandora
Shits on Pandora.
shits on it. Makes it look like Bakersfield.
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Imagine if Pandemonium. Imagine a planet
Wait,
that made Pandora.
Pandemonium.
Now Pandemonium.
Pandemonia is insane.
Pandemonia.
It's the craziest planet.
Panama? Pandemonia. What is it?
All right.
2018, Rising Dawn. 2019, Moon's Eye View. In 2020's celebration, Regeneration Earth. Can I tell you what will be there? Roving characters.
What does that mean?
Well, the Wood Wide Web will be there. Excuse me. You said World Wide Web. No, I said Wood Wide Web. The Wood Wide Web. They are roaming character crews. The living embodiment of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, God.
They are a royal family of galactic mushroom beings with a strong mycelium connection, seeking others to join their network to unify this forest.
It's a hassle. To accost and hassle.
Hey, you eat
Hey,
that?
we're hiring you to bother all the other goers, all the other festy goers.
You gonna finish that? Yeah. They came from planet Zygomycota. You remember that? With the intention to preserve the Earth and to remind us of the invisible network that connects all living beings. They celebrate the power of the mushrooms to carry forth this circle of life. The Wood Wide Web spreads scores of earth magic, activism, and wisdom of medicinal mushrooms through play, connection, presence, and movement.
So they're holding.
And peeking. I bet there's a lot of like tent peeking. Hi. Hi. Are you from the planet
Pandemonia?
Are you from the planet Pandemonia? So those are some of the roving characters that you will encounter.
But you know they got good drugs on them. I mean, as far as psychedelics go, that's who you need to find.
Do you enjoy theatrical dance?
No.
Well, then maybe you love to see Cam I Am. Cam I Am is more than a dancer, more than a circus artist.
It's Cam. His name is Cam.
Cam, I am. Weird, silly, and surreal, and abstract. They play with the line between what is real and surreal. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Cam, I am.
Yeah, I get it.
That getting whispered behind you, like, oh, fuck. Waiting in line to piss. I do not like green eggs and... fuck, it's Cam I Am again. He's back with his theatrical dance. Literally.
He sounds like a roving character as well.
It's all we did in Pandemonia. We're all roving beings. The greatest fire flow juggling acts that the world has to offer.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 3 of my favorites. You know that Flow Style Kyle's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
What, is it Lucidity? Well, then Flow Style Kyle's there. Wow. Flow Sandwich. He'll be there. As will Seba Flows.
So I guess Flo is part of... That's like a Lil?
Flo is like... In the Lucidity world, it's Lil. I'm Lil Flo.
Is that for firework? Is that
This
Flo?
is firework, hula work, body work. Flow Sandwich specializes in glitchy double staff, poi, and contact staff flow. Avi. Avi.
What was the last one? I was thinking if I was one, I'd name myself Sloppy Flo.
Oh, yeah. You've seen Sloppy Flow? It's shit. It's not that polished. It's good. It means well.
It's good.
It's good stuff.
It's a clunky,
He's
clumsy style.
He's not. He's
It's
in
a
his
clumsy
40s.
style.
He's in his 40s. He should be better.
It's a clumsy style.
Clumsy style.
Sloppy Flo.
His emphasis is really on tech and musicality.
Who is this?
This is Flow Sandwich.
Got it.
His countless abilities, primarily at warehouse events, but he's excited to contribute to another wonderful year at Lucidity. Then there's Seba Flows. Seba Flows, he's a flow artist, creator, dancer, who leaves the crowd hypnotized as he weaves geometric designs with his sacred circle. He's performed alongside artists such as Closey, Suhan, Sadi, Atya, and Dissolve, of course. With a divine blend of masculine and feminine energy, he aims to encourage more men to step into their sensual side through flow dancing. Step in. Just put your toe. See? Warm? More than warm. Almost hot. This is a hot tub? Almost too hot. Ow! So that's Lucidity. So
that's all I get is just flow dancers and roving characters?
roving characters, flow dancers, aerialists.
But what about, what if I want to dance? Like just rave?
Oh,
Is there raving?
let me put it this way. When you walk into Pandemonia...
What about food?
Now, wait a minute. Slow down.
Where is this? Northern
It's
California?
in the hills of Santa Barbara.
All right.
We're going to plant a new seed garden, and we're going to regenerate Earth. I mean, it is essential for this Lucidity, for this year's Lucidity. Basically, they were talking about Rising Dawn in 2018. They wanted a cooling off period, let energies calm down and heal and integrate. And then in 2019, the Moon's Eye View, it was really sort of about the idea of stepping back and witnessing position and observing the world from a distance. It was actually seeing what the ebbs and the flows from rising sun.
Right.
So it was more, it was sort of
Like
a healing,
it's like a pattern observation and
if you will.
yeah.
Pattern observation, pataphysical pattern observation, PPO. So really, moon's gravitational pull, ocean tides, it really 2018 to 2019 really for this April has led us into.
Yeah,
it's time
that's
now.
what it's informed the decision that we've made in order to plant this
regenerate.
seed.
Now we put our hands into the soil and we let Mother
With all
Nature, we welcome the goddess in, nude goddess, Mother Nature. So in Pandemonium, when you look up into the night sky, you will see a nude Mother Nature hovering over
The hills of Santa
the
Barbara.
hills of Santa Barbara.
I think that means I think there's another name for that. That doesn't sound as
Like
romantic.
a landfill? Like a landfill. And then in your sleeping bag, when you roll over in the night, and Cam I Am is right there smiling.
I've got another riddle for you.
I've got another riddle. It's 3 a.m. Shall we sleep? Let's be quiet. Don't say a peep. And then Cam I Am disappears until
Yeah.
he's taking a leak by the river, and who pops right back out? Who comes out of the water where you're freaking pissing from? Hello.
Roving characters.
Hello, I'm a roving character.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just,
Yes.
I don't know.
I see your dick, urination.
It's a lot
It's a lot to take in.
to deal with, probably. It'd be fun for a minute,
It would be great,
but then,
but someone's
then
already got all our events covered.
son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Good for him.
Great for him.
But I will say this: the never mind. My level of immersion would be deeper.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, way. It would get so deep so fast.
Oh, it would
just because
quickly.
they're like they just see me coming. I don't look like a public access news anchor.
No.
You know what I mean? Like they just be like,
Instantly,
"Oh, you're
a roving character."
you must be.
Cam I Am. I'm
I mean, you must be Cam I Am.
John So Wrong. Hello.
Hello, I'm John So Wrong.
I'm John So Wrong.
Roving character.
Roving character. Didn't I see you doing some poor flow work last night? Each day of the festival,
Sloppy.
you take on. Aren't you sloppy flow?
I thought you were Sloppy Flo.
No, I'm John So Wrong.
John So Wrong.
You must have me
Roving
mistaken.
character. I thought you were a flow dancer. John So Wrong. Few singers reach their sunset years with the same voice that they had in their younger days. Singing sparrows are no different. Duke University-led research reveals that elderly swamp sparrows don't sound quite like they used to, nor do they strike the same fear in other males who may be listening in. Humans are remarkably good at guessing a person's age just by hearing their voice. I didn't know that.
I bet you're good at that.
But this is the first time the phenomenon has been demonstrated in wild animals, says Duke biology professor and study co-author Steve Nowicki. The findings were published in the journal Behavioral Ecology. During the early spring, a male swamp sparrow stakes out a breeding territory and threatens any male who dares to trespass on his turf. If a potential rival enters another male's territory and starts to sing, the resident male says, "Get out," by singing back with a rapid "weet, weet, weet," and flying toward the intruder. Eventually, if all else fails, he attacks. Previous research by this team showed that male swamp sparrows reach their peak as vocalists around age 2,
Okay.
and that they start to decline after that, singing less frequently, less consistently as they get older. To find out if other males take note of such changes, the team set up a speaker in the territories of 35 male swamp sparrows in the Pennsylvania marsh, and then played them 5-minute audio clips of stranger males recorded at age 2 and again at age 10. The team measured the birds' responses, noting how closely each male approached the speaker. They found that males approached 7 feet closer when they heard a potential rival's song recorded at age 2 than 10. This suggests that males are more aggressive towards younger-sounding rivals. Males in their prime pose an obvious threat. If a resident male isn't assertive, there's a good chance that the other guy could steal his mates. said author Matthew Zippel, a doctoral student at Duke. But apparently the song of a 10-year-old, a centenarian, in bird years, doesn't warrant getting as worked up. If decreases in song quality in later life reflect the inevitable consequences of physical decline, the researchers believe that such changes could indicate to other males that a once formidable male is no longer a match. Whether song changes after midlife make males more or less attractive to females is still unknown.
Less.
One interesting question would be, is the equation a little different from the female's point of view? Nowicki said. Males accumulate genetic mutations in their sperm as they age that could make them less desirable mates. On the flip side, Nowicki said, the mere fact that he's lived this long means he must be doing something right.
I mean, barely. Barely surviving. No one wants to hear that fucking shitty old voice. True across the board.
Old crooner.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing some of the new stuff. Is that all right with it? No, it's not all right with anyone ever. I can only account, they're talking about singers, I can only think of musical artists. We'll take every musical outfit that has ever existed over time. We'll take their first album and we'll take their last album. Which one we're gonna prefer? Like the early stuff or the later stuff? I prefer the later stuff for every musical artist. I like all the new stuff.
The last stuff.
The last stuff. So all like the first album or the second album or the third album of everybody that's ever done it, I really prefer the second to last, then the last three are always better than the first three for everyone that ever did it. At least in my experience, I really find that. I asked every band I've ever gone to see, don't play anything from your first three records, only play the songs from your last three records that were given away or came out and we didn't know. Do that.
I think...
and that's the same with this. When they heard these old ass fucking... we don't got to worry about this. They can hear it.
Yeah.
That's biology, baby.
Singing... Well, I won't get into
Tony
that.
Bennett? What do you... Come.
No, but singer-songwriters have a
Yes,
later...
sort of gravitas to their...
A later maturity.
Yes, a maturity to their
That
singer-songwriter work.
Something
yeah,
can...
definitely. That's where they really tap into the nectar. Because I love a little Bob D right now. Oh boy. If Dylan drops a new album, I got my ear to the speaker.
I'm not
and
saying
I am saying
at the end. I'm
do
saying
it, baby.
later. I'm saying in the middle.
The last three albums.
In the middle.
Last three.
Voices can mature into other great voices.
Yes. And because that's the mark. You know, I want really all my musicians, I want them with their oldest point, not their youngest. Especially with my rock and roll musicians.
Well, I'll just say
I like them as they are now, not what they did.
I don't like them too young.
And I love my actors. I hate seeing, like, when I see Pacino and De Niro when they're in their 20s and 30s, puke! I like them really now more in their 80s because they're really bringing it. When I see Taxi Driver and I watch, like, the clips, I'm like, boo! Gross! I really like more of the newer stuff, you know?
Well...
Oh, shit, dog. When I see Dog Day and I see Pac-Man, boo! Give me the new thing from Netflix.
Hunters?
Give me the new thing from Amazon Prime Video. It's tough, though, for everybody. It's tough. We're not doctors over here. We're sparrows. You know? Who do you want doing that fucking brain surgery? Some kid fresh out of college? Some girl just got out of med school? No.
But I don't want an old-ass fucking motherfucker either.
Oh, you want it right in the middle. You like that middle.
That's what I'm saying.
You like that middle work.
Because that's when you have all that raw talent as a young person,
and now
but then you're like a Zen master in the middle, and then at the end, you're fucking senile old coot.
Kind of like us right now, right?
I would say
spot.
right around
Zen
now.
Master wheelbarrow sweet spot. You're right.
And there's definitely plenty of records you can listen to of people, musicians in their maybe not quite. I mean, yeah, maybe
right in the middle.
That are like pretty good, pretty great.
It came out right in.
Different.
You gotta be.
But amazing.
Gotta be.
Tapped in.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the rawness of
Well,
their
I mean,
earlier stuff,
Some music,
but
really,
but maybe with some more insight.
definitely bands like what you really hate is like the rawness and the youth of it all. That's really where it stinks. You know, you want a more fucking kind of grizzled. I'll let you know what I mean. Kind of like now, everybody kind of like now making it.
It's a fine.
It's a fine line.
It's a sweet spot.
Yeah, isn't it though?
We all find it when we find it, I guess. We'll all get there.
But I'm just saying, these sparrows.
But the sparrows.
They knew. They heard it, and they were like, that ain't no fucking spring chicken.
Yeah.
So to speak. That ain't a kid. I don't got to worry about this kid. That's sounds like an old-ass man. I suppose that'd be the same if you're with your lady friend, you're in a supermarket, and somebody's chatting her up. Is that a young buck? Chatting her up. It sounds like a young man. I hear the voice of a man in his 20s asking about what kind of cereal she has. That'd be much different if you heard, hello, what is the cereal that you use, miss? You wouldn't, you'd be off, you'd be getting fucking cucumbers. You deal with it. Tell me about that old kook later. But if you hear somebody roll up like, what's up, ma?
Yeah.
What you working with here for cereal? You'd be like, whoa.
Excuse
me, sir.
Is this young man bothering you?
Is this handsome young man bothering you?
Miss? Wife, miss?
Hello. Ooh, what is your cereal? Move it. Can't sing. It's tough. But for somebody like us, we're lucky to be in that actual nectar, a sort of vortex nectar of comedy that we're in.
Yeah.
It took a while, Jonathan.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, I don't like Radiohead's first few records.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
They're not good.
How about the last one?
Not good.
Probably wicked good. It's his solo shit now that you're probably most into.
But the middle shit's good.
Okay, so it's right. You got to kind of...
We're there.
You got to...
We're there.
We're right in the middle.
You know what that means, though?
What?
That's going to end.
Precipitous.
That's going to end.
Right at the cliff.
And it's going to be shitty at some point. And we're still going to be doing it.
Father Time comes calling. I'm doing Lucidity 2026.
And there'll be people younger than us listening to us, defending us because they love us, to people who are their age that know that we're garbage because they're not nostalgic about us.
Who is it? Old people are defending us?
No.
Young people.
Younger people.
Oh, that's great to have young people defend
But younger people who love us, who are delusional about it and refuse to give up on us because they're just like, no, but their peers will be like, these guys are garbage because they won't have any nostalgia. They won't have any connection to it. So they'll be like, this is trash. And the people that listen to us will know deep inside that we're trash, but that won't stop them from still trying to hold on. Hold on to the light.
It's on Patreon, Patreon. You can pledge this show. This is listener supported. This model is very similar to two stalwarts, two American franchises. Let's just say PBS and NPR that are so critical and so crucial to our day-to-day lives. And their model is, hey, this is a community. We build things up. We don't tear them down. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
So if you're anyone that has done that,
thank you.
Thank you.
We don't hawk
right now.
We don't hawk shit. We don't plug shit.
There. If you're
we
not
just
doing it, say,
hawk
hey,
ourselves.
Help my friends, help us live so we can continue.
You
doing the
also
show.
do get access to the video episodes and access to the archived episodes if you do that. So I mean, there are perks to it, but obviously the biggest perk would be just supporting something that's so
putting your head down at night,
vehemently independent.
You lay your head down at night. You lay it down on that brand new Serta pillow. I mean, no, we don't do ads.
Sleep Number pillow.
Oh my God, the new Sleep Number pillow. I mean, I know when I lay my head down, I just think about Patreon. I'm like, I don't know. No, but just
also,
if you could do that, and 888-842-2357, call the voicemail, share your thoughts.
What else?
Definitely, you can go. You can get some merch if there's anything you like. If you want to support that way, or you could come see us at a live show, and that would be a way where we could say thank you in person. May 23rd, Milwaukee, Backdoor at Collectivo, Pabst Theater Group, and Friday night, June 26th at the Lodge Room in Highland Park.
Guess where else?
Where else?
Detroit, August 15th at the Majestic Theater.
You're talking about Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, the D.
You're talking about Motor City. You're not just throwing this out there willy-nilly.
In my birthday month.
Whoa, that's it. Okay,
Just saying.
I'll give it to you. Let's give it to him.
Okay, but my birthday.
As you get older,
Birthday week.
They really mean. They really got
Birthday week.
Birthday week. You said
August 15th.
Detroit, Michigan, August 15th. That's probably a weekend, maybe. We don't know.
The Saturday.
Majestic Theater.
At the Majestic.
Sounds elaborate.
Sounds majestic.
Fancy.
It's a nice looking old theater.
You said it again. This is August 15th.
August 15th.
Let's sit down.
Yeah, we're stoked about that. We're stoked about coming to a cool new old theater that's actually in Detroit proper, not Ferndale, which is also great. But we're happy to be in the city proper, and happy to be going back to the great state of Michigan.
Back to the big three.
But that's August 15th. So yeah, Milwaukee, Los Angeles, Detroit. Go to the website. Call Seth on his voicemail that's now back up and running, 888-842-2357.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Write a review of the show.
Say, my guys.
Buy some. We've got such a sweet set of things for sale in the merch department right now. I really got to say, if there were ever a time to buy a trinket, a keepsake, a T-shirt, a poster, we have hats. We got some really nice stuff right now, as many of you have seen, and obviously many of you have already bought. Also, I need to thank everyone for their patients that ordered the UID prism pins that got held up in China. The technique that we used on those ones came from a different factory than all the other ones that we use. And they got held up for they were in the factory finished, and they were like, we can't ship them because no one's allowed back into the factory. But they arrived day before yesterday, and we're all getting shipped out to you guys.
That's safe?
Probably not.
Okay.
But, I mean, what can I do about that? It's not really my problem.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's safe. But I licked each one before it went into the packaging just to make sure.
Pasta.
So I take in the...
Just like your fusilli, you give a kiss. Every dish Jonathan makes.
I kiss the top piece. I kiss the fusilli, the last one that goes on top.
Boom. That's how you make it with love. That's how Mama made it.
That's just
back in the old country.
It's just like how Mama taught me to make it. But yeah,
Come on, get around the table.
Go to the website.
I put the fusilli in my hand.
Kiss it. Throw it in.
Kiss it, bowl. Kiss it, bowl. Kiss. I don't care how many people are there.
How many?
I don't care how
what
many.
Are there a dozen of us? We're good.
It's all good. This is fusilli.
Gravy. So get a ticket, buy a shirt,
tell a friend. Thank you so much for listening. Please come back for
781.
781. Really, just quickly saying thank you, and without it sounding like, okay, at the end of the show they say thank you. It is, at some point, hopefully in time, you'll see everyone that ever listened, you'll be able to thank them in person. But this is just know how appreciative we are that you would take an hour and join us. It's quite amazing. Still amazing after all these years. But being in our sweet spot middle years, where where it's more potent than it's ever been.
The flow is effortless.
The flow, like lava. I'm lava flow. This is sloppy flow. Let us rove, shall we?
What is it? John done wrong?
John done wrong.
I gotta go. Seatbelts.
John done wrong.